What if you woke up today believing it would be your last? For thousands of prisoners at Dachau, April 29th, 1945, began like any other day of suffering. Until American tanks appeared on the horizon. Stay with me to witness one of history's most powerful moments of liberation and discover how the courage of ordinary soldiers changed the lives of over 32,000 people forever. April 29th, 1945. The world is still at war, but in southern Germany, something extraordinary is about to happen. The U.S. 7th Army's 45th Infantry Division, battle-weary from months of fighting, approaches a facility near Munich. What they don't yet realize is they're about to become liberators in one of history's most significant humanitarian moments. Meet Lieutenant Colonel Felix Sparks, commanding a battalion of the 157th Infantry Regiment. His men have fought across Europe, but nothing has prepared them for what they're about to witness. As American forces approach the camp perimeter, they encounter a sight that stops them in their tracks. Railway cars filled with bodies. Private John DeGros would later recall, "The smell, I can still smell it today." Inside the camp, over 32,000 prisoners, political dissidents, Jewish people, and others deemed enemies of the Nazi regime, have endured unspeakable conditions since Dachau opened in 1933. For them, this day begins like any other, until whispers spread through the barracks. When American troops finally breach the camp gates, they're met with scenes they'll carry forever. Emaciated survivors who've endured years of brutality, starvation, and disease. But amid the horror emerges something beautiful: hope. Private Jim Doris described the moment. "They were so happy to see us. They were crying, praying, and touching us as if to make sure we were real." Today, the site of Dachau stands as a memorial and museum. The bravery of those American soldiers reminds us of humanity's capacity for both terrible cruelty and extraordinary compassion. The liberation of Dachau wasn't just a military victory, it was a triumph of human dignity. The soldiers who opened those gates weren't just following orders, they were restoring freedom to those who had lost everything. When those American tanks appeared on the horizon on April 29, 1945, they didn't just bring military might, they brought back hope to people who had forgotten what hope felt like. What would you do if you suddenly had the power to free thousands from suffering? The soldiers of the 45th Infantry Division answered that question through their actions. Their legacy reminds us that even in our darkest moments, liberation is possible. What acts of compassion, large or small, have changed your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't miss tomorrow's video, where we'll explore another pivotal moment that reminds us of our shared humanity. If you found value in remembering this important day in history, please hit that like button and subscribe to History Sparks for more stories that illuminate our past and inspire our future.